Okay, now that we have all 5 parts done, we're going to go ahead and create a puzzle cube to contain all this awesomeness. Let's go ahead and start a new file, new, new. Hopefully you're starting to see the pattern. We're going to assemble the puzzle cube together, so go to assembly, standard.iam, and we're going to place let's actually just place in all 5 of our puzzle cube pieces. So place one of each, so I placed the blue, place green, so on and so forth. Okay, so it looks something like that. Now, sometimes you're going to have an orientation that's a little difficult to work with. If you want an easy way of fixing that, let's say grab one of your pieces like this one or whichever you'd like and click on the free rotate button over here. And if you do that, you're going to notice that you can freely rotate a single piece. You cannot do that with multiple pieces, just one piece at a time. But it can help you orient your cube should you have issues with seeing it. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this together. And I'm going to demonstrate with this one, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing and do or replicate that yourself. Okay, over on the side here, this yellow and blue are connected. So now we're using joint. I want you to head over to constrain. And constrain's slightly different. For now, we're just going to stick with the mate type constraint. And there's 2 types. There's mate and there's flush. And if you look at each of these pictures, you can kind of see what it's doing. Mate glues 2 things together. Flush puts 2 things side by side. So if I wanted to connect the yellow with the blue piece, imagine like I'm holding glue right now. And I'm going to put some glue over here. So I'm going to click there. And I'm going to rotate and I'm going to put some glue over here. And you'll hear that click noise. And that means they've been glued together. And if I hit apply, they're kind of stuck. Now sometimes it might not appear that way. It might look like this and you're like, oh, it didn't really glue it. But as long as the logic makes sense in your head, it is glued together. Let me just show you. I'm going to switch over to my top view. I'm going to try to move the yellow piece, but notice when I move the yellow piece, it moves the blue piece as well. So they are stuck together, but when you're working in 3D, sometimes it will create the illusion that they are not stuck. But you have to have faith that you did glue them together. Okay, so that was mate, and I'm going to show you flush. So if I go and click on the flush option, I can put 2 things side to side. So right now these are not side by side, but if I do this and this, you heard that? That snap? Now these 2 objects are flushed together. And I'll prove that they are. I'll adjust my view. I'll lift the blue one up, but it sticks with the yellow one. So they're going up together, the tops. They're flushed. That's what it means to be flushed. If we look, the bottoms aren't flushed though. So I could go to constrain, flush, and I could flush the bottoms of these 2 cubes together. Apply, and now these 2 are permanently stuck. In general, it takes 3 constraints to fully constrain an object to another object. Sometimes it takes 2, but typically it'll take 3. So we've done that. These 2 are stuck. Let's do another piece, this green piece, and the green piece goes next to the yellow piece. So I'm going to go to constrain. I'm going to get the mate, which is like the glue. I'm going to put some glue over here. I'm going to put some glue over here, and I hit there, and I hit apply. You might look at it and say it looks weird, like it didn't orient the way I wanted it correctly, but that's fine. It takes 3 constraints, remember. So I'm going to switch over to flush, and now I'm going to flush this side with this side. See what it did? It rotated. So it rotated itself such that these 2 surfaces are going to be flush with one another. I'm going to hit apply, and I don't want the tops to be flushed, but I want the bottoms to be flushed. So I'm going to make sure flushed is selected. I'm going to click this bottom, hear that snap, and hit apply. So that was 3 constraints. So this thing is fully constrained now. And if I move one of these objects, the others will move along with it. Okay. If you think you get the idea, go ahead and do your puzzle cube. Otherwise, you can just watch while I add these last 2 pieces on. And I guess I'll see you for the 4th video. Okay, peace. Let's go ahead and put some glue over here. And some glue over here. Apply. I'm going to flush that with this. Now they're flushed. Apply. And I'm going to flush this with this. Now they're flushed. Apply. Looking great. Let's do the last gold piece. I'm going to switch to the glue, the mate option. I'm going to put some glue over here. And I'm going to put some glue over here. So they're stuck together. Apply. I'm going to flush this surface with this surface. Now they're flushed. Apply. You'll notice it's kind of going in, but that's fine. And I'm going to flush this surface with this surface. And I'm going to hit apply. So there we go. One completed puzzle cube. Okay. I'll see you for part 4. Peace.